Chantel Everett was holding out hope for her marriage on the family Chantel, but after Pedro asked for a divorce, Chantel confided in her family, and her sister Winter Everett called Pedro's behavior emotionally abusive. From Winter's perspective, Pedro's reactions to Chantel were calculated and heartless. From Pedro's perspective, he was exhausted and defeated by the endless conflict with Chantel and was choosing to step away to prioritize his peace. Chantel admitted that she and Pedro tiptoed around each other, barely speaking for months. The family Chantel cameras appeared to be the pressure point that did make them interact. However, Chantel held out hope that if Pedro still lived in their house, he still valued their marriage and might step up to work on it when he was ready. Throughout the family Chantel season 4, Pedro made it clear that he didn't want to dissolve his marriage but was at a crossroads. It seemed to be Pedro's breaking point when Chantel confronted his co-workers and then his family without consulting him first. Despite good intentions, neither Chantel nor Pedro could fully step into each other's perspective, and that's when the marriage imploded. Chantel had been hiding most of the tension with Pedro from her family. However, once Pedro asked for a divorce, she had no choice but to open up to them. Winter has always been a voice of reason on the family Chantel. However, she's never been particularly close to Pedro. When she heard how Chantel had been crying at his door at night and Pedro asked Chantel for a divorce without discussing it first or taking steps to repair the marriage, Winter felt Chantel was unfairly blindsided. Chantel said her emotional outpourings late at night had likely done harm to the relationship. Chantel said, "I really feel desperate." Chantel acknowledged she couldn't give Pedro the space he needed because of her fear of the unknown. Amid all this chaos, Chantel's family couldn't help but question if Pedro was using Chantel all along to gain citizenship in the United States. Chantel finally opened up about Pedro's general absence from the house, their lack of sex life for over a year, and that had asked for a divorce. After Chantel explained that she saw the family Chantel's Pedro move $5,000 out of their joint account but didn't want to question him out of fear she'd push him further away, Winter answered, "Like from everything that you're describing is like emotional abuse." Chantel's father, Thomas, felt like Pedro was more than stubborn and was intentionally trying to hurt his daughter. Karen echoed, "From closing on a house to suddenly wanting a divorce is bizarre and questionable." Chantel acknowledged that things could get ugly in marriage, but couples must choose each other during the ups and downs. Her brother River Everett said, "If someone wants to leave, let them." Winter and everyone pushed Chantel to take time for herself and consider the next steps. Pedro may not classify his behavior as emotional abuse, but he didn't profoundly reflect on how alienating himself would hurt her. Neither Pedro nor Chantel empathized fully with each other's experience, making divorce inevitable. The family Chantel season 4 is the saddest yet, and a crash course in how communication can break down if people don't focus on their mental health and put the work into bettering themselves in their relationships.